Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini, this is the Enchanted Planner, and yes, we are doing the highly anticipated, most requested Procreate tutorial today. So I'm actually filming my iPad because I was thinking about it the other day and the way I learn. And if I did a screen record, you wouldn't be able to see my hands and what my hands were doing. And in particular, that's a crucial part for those of us who happen to be visual learners. So I decided to just try and do it this way. Granted, this is about the 8th time I'm filming this because between shadowing issues and lighting issues and whatnot, I think I've got somewhat figured out, and this way I should be able to fix most of it in post. I had to rearrange my filming setup so I could try and utilize the natural light coming in from outside. Okay, so we have my iPad open. We're going to start in Canva, and I created this morning, so we had something to demo and work with. Now I'm going to, again, remind you guys, don't create things in the Canva app. It sucks. You can't size things, which I will show you in a second what I'm talking about. So if we go to here, if I drag and pull this, it doesn't give me any indication on what size it is. Whereas if I'm doing this in my computer's Canva, it tells me what size it is, so just create in the desktop, download from the app, which is exactly what we're going to do now. So we're going to download this document. Download, transparent background, download button, and we're going to send this over to Procreate. Now let's open Procreate. This can be done with an Apple Pencil or your fingers. I'm going to use the Apple Pencil today because it allows me to keep my hand out of most of the shot to give you guys more visual. You'll notice I have 2 prior copies in here. We're going to talk about these at the end of this tutorial, so stick around to the end to find out why I have saved those. So let's open our document. Now the first 2 things I'm going to recommend that you do is make sure that your color is set to white, and that you choose the largest brush you can find. I like to work with the round brush. You just need to make sure, go away, that the opacity is up at 100%, as well as the size is up at 100%. All right, we've got our image. We're going to come here to the layers. We're going to slide layer 1 to the left and duplicate it. We're going to turn off our original layer, and we're going to turn off the background color. Select our copy layer, select it again, and then hit Alpha Lock. Go to your document, make sure our brush is on, and turn everything white. Come back up here to layers, click on the copy layer again, turn off the alpha lock. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the top. Now we have the wrench, we have the magic pencil, we have what I call the Superman symbol. We want the magic pencil, which is the adjustments drawer. Select Gaussian blur. Now, if I move my finger or my Apple Pencil to the right, you'll notice that this gets ever increasingly more blurry. I usually like to work in between 2 and about 4%, so we'll go with 3. Now we need to duplicate this copied blurry layer. So we're going to come back up here to layers. We're going to slide our copy layer to the left and duplicate, slide it to the left, duplicate. I do this part anywhere between 3 and sometimes 10 times. It depends on the images I'm working with and what I'm trying to do. Now, we need to fuse or merge, come back here, we need to merge all of these together. Don't touch your original layer, which is unchecked. We're only going to merge the ones that have a check mark in the box. So let's pinch all those together and make them one layer. Then we come up here to the Superman symbol. And when we've opened this drawer, we need to make sure that automatic is on and that the add, oops, I didn't want to do that yet. I wanted to show you, hold on, let's do that again. Okay, you need to make sure that automatic is on and the add is on. Then we can click anywhere in between our designs and it will turn the background blue. If I wanted to cut out the middle of these palm trees, I would select that to also turn it blue, but I don't want them cut out, so we're just going to leave it. From this point, our next step is to come down here and we're going to hit invert, which now becomes blue, but that's okay. That means it still won't be cut out. We come back up here to layers and we need to add a new layer. So we're going to hit the plus sign. Then we uncheck our blurry copy layer. And now we're working in our new layer. So we're going to come to our new layer, make sure the brush is on, and we're going to make all of these white. Back up to layers. Now we're going to turn on our original layer. And now you can see I've got a kiss cut around them. It's fairly fine, but it's there. We're going to delete our bottom layer. And then we have to merge these two together to finalize the document. Now, you'll notice if we go look at my sun, these are fairly fine. Some of them are connected well, some of them aren't connected all that well. And that takes me to the examples I have in here that I was going to show you from earlier. So if we look at my first one, a couple of these points wouldn't be connected to the main body of the sun when Cricut cut it out. So on this one, I didn't make enough layers. On the one after it, I made a few more layers, and now everything around my sun is all well connected and will cut very well. So this is where you're gonna have to play. There are some times where I've imported the same document into Procreate anywhere from like 5 to 10 times, playing around with it to get it to cut properly and have a decent kiss cut. You'll notice like I've deleted a lot of them, but if we scroll down, like I've got multiple copies of the same image because I've had to play around with it a number of times. When we're talking about text, that's a whole other ball game. I will do another Procreate tutorial for text, but it's a lot more involved than this is. So what do you do with it now? We're going to download it. So we have to come up here to the wrench and we want to select PNG, and you can either airdrop it to your Mac or you can send it to yourself as an email. I generally send it to myself as an email because I don't work on a Mac computer, so I don't have the ability to airdrop. And then you import this image into Design Space for the print and cut process. It's really easy. And once you get this practiced enough, it happens so fast. Like I can do this in under a minute and have it exported off to my email so I can import it into Design Space. It's just practice. The other thing I was going to say is I will leave a link for a document download with all of the steps to take you through this process. So then you'll have not only a visual and audio version, you'll have a written copy to follow along with until you get the practice under your belt. And like I said, the next one I'll tackle is how to do all of the, how to do words, which is a lot more involved. Okay, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, drop us a comment down below letting us know that you're new so we can formally welcome you to our community. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.